Go to PoE.ninja, go to the builds tab. Okay.
Okay.
And then you see on the left all the items and the main skills and shit.
Uh-huh.
Look, find your main skill, whatever it is. Like your main shit.
Summon skellies.
Summon skeletons, yeah. And then like if you have like another one like Vol summon skeletons that you have there or whatever, like click that one too.
Uh-huh.
Like basically you're finding stuff that's your build, you know what I mean? You're finding your build here.
I see.
Like you're highlighting your skills and then you're going down like further, you can like choose what kind of weapons, like click staff. You know what I mean?
It's a good way to get ideas for your build too.
Exactly.
The people on top of you, you copy their POV and put it in your POV.
Oh, so it's an interesting way to see some items too.
Yeah, you're like narrowing it down.
This Fleshcrafter unique chest piece. Huh, interesting.
As you narrow it down and you select all the skills you're using, all the weapons you're using, you're gonna like see all the homies, you know what I mean, that are using your build. And you can click on each of their characters and see exactly what they're using.
Yeah, the only thing is Necro is like highly contested leaderboard.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be a lot of people. Right now it's 93 plus, I think.
I don't care about leaderboards, but
no, yeah,
this
it's just
cool.
for fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just meaning so that you can see what other people are building similarly to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like tech my build off of PoE Ninja all the time. I just look at the top like 10 or 15 dudes and look what they're building, and then I like go way down the list to like the like 50, 60 area and like look what those dudes are building and kind of like just copy them pretty much. Those the very very top guys, like top 5 dudes, will usually have like some insane shit that you're not gonna be able to copy. But if you go lower down,
I'm not even under the streamers tab.
they say, fuck you.
They don't have me under the streamers tab, dude. I don't count. Oh, man.
Sag.
That makes me sad.
Wait, did you filter by league?
No, I just looked for my name. It's not there.
What are you, 87 now? Oh yeah, yeah.
They just don't have me under the streamer section. I wonder how that works. Is like, do I have to make myself public or something? I don't
You
know.
might have to like make an account and like request it or something.
Oh.
And who knows?
When I'm ready and not
They got Crip on there, dude.
Gamer.
NL Crip. Crippers Bleeds. Level 91. Legend.
I'll be 90 by the end of the day, I'm sure.
Yeah, you can get 90.
Maybe.
Well, at 90 it slows down a bit, but it doesn't get like real slow till like, you know, like 94, 95. And then it's going to be
So when you die at that level, how many bars would you say it takes away?
I'm not even sure.
It's 10% per death.
It's always 10%.
Yeah.
I thought when you got to a certain level it went up.
Oh, I've never been.
I'm pretty sure it is always 10% though. Now that you say that,
Never been past 96. So after that, it's just like.
it just feels worse when you're higher. That's why it like feels like more than 10%. But yeah, I feel like my bar only goes down by like a chunk. But at that level, it takes you a while to make it back.
Yeah, it's like I just lost a day of progress off one death. I'm out.
Well, like, why do the levels matter? Does there like
passive points?
Yeah, passive points.
Like, can you get to the top at like 90, or do you need to be 100 to be the very top?
I've beaten all content in the game at like 93, 94.
Okay.
You don't need to be 100.
Okay.
People don't plan their builds to 100. They plan it to 90 to 93.
Okay.
Yeah.
It actually does go up though. Yeah, it goes up to 10% after the story. So there is a difference. It's just 10% is the max.
You guys done Shaper that yet?
Who?
No, I don't think they have. No.
They haven't done it. Not just a boss.
Who? Yeah, I definitely am ready to witness the Shaper fight.
Hard.
I'm looking forward to see him do all of them, dude.
Oh yeah, I need to see him. I need to see him fight
Solid.
Uber Elder for sure. It needs to happen. But his character's already getting close to 90. You know what I mean? Like, give him a few more days. Somebody spawn a fucking Uber. Let Mike go in there and just get absolutely dominated by him.
The other
Fucking
one too.
slapped his titties easy.
The safe house one, dude. That one fucks me up pretty hard too. The is it Katarina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Ice Nova COC is a Shroud build IMO. What does that mean?
That's what Patrick's.
Oh.
That's what Patrick's gearing for. He's not using it yet, but that's what he's building into.
What
It's
is it?
it's a ton of fun.
It's a cast on crit build. So like when you crit, you're like casting other spells, and you basically like spin around with Cyclone like a madman, and then like you're casting like a ton of what is it, like Ice Novas and Frost Bolts, like out of you, like just it just cover. It's like your build on steroids when it comes to like projectiles flying across the screen.
Oh no! And Patrick's gonna do that? We're fucked.
Yeah.
We're about to get 10 frames.
Put it in Discord.
It's a really popular build. I've run it a couple times. It's really fun with the Cospreys.
Oh my god.
I feel like, to me, each build's like, are they really much different? Like, you're just using your potions,
Definitely.
and you just have a little bit of a different rotation. But in
You'd be
the end,
surprised.
the end result, you're still just blowing everything up, right?
You'd be surprised. Like the build that I'm playing right now is kind of cool. Like I make that the blades fall from the sky, and then like I blow them up afterwards, and it's kind of like a different rhythm where you're like, I don't know. Yeah, in the end, it's you're just blowing shit up, but every build's kind of got a different rhythm. Like your build's really simple, honestly. Like it's not simple in terms of setup, but it's simple in terms of like the actual, gameplay.
Well, yeah. I mean, all I do is I fucking summon my skellies, brand, and just sit there and use my potions.
You just brand.
That's it. I brand potions.
Curse, right?
Brand
Even
potions.
curse.
Yeah.
Yeah, brand, curse, potions. Yeah.
At least he didn't give you the Yankees one or whatever it was.
I mean, I don't think this is boring at all. You just kind of, I don't know, you're still hitting buttons. It's not like you're doing anything. You're still like hitting buttons. You're still.
Yeah. I wouldn't call that build boring. I just think it's definitely one of the less like APM intensive kind of builds, Like there's a lot of builds where you actually have to press a lot of fucking buttons all the time. You're like pressing this skill which activates this skill, then you got to blow that skill up and then press this skill real quick or it doesn't work, like.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd enjoy that. To me, I just see this as a game to go run around and blow shit up. So
Yeah.
I don't know how much I'd enjoy like sitting there just spamming my keyboard and I don't know. That just wouldn't be fun to me. I prefer something like lighthearted.
Like that though.
I prefer something lighthearted where I just kind of like hit something, 5 seconds later, hit that something again, 5 seconds later, hit that something again, not constantly hitting things.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like that, honestly. I
My
don't think
favorite builds.
I don't think I'd play.
My favorite builds are like pretty much where you're spamming like a couple buttons. You're just like right click RE or right click RE. You're just like you're spamming buttons like a bunch. You're not like setting up tons of shit. Like I feel like that's more like a Diablo play style. Like PoE is more fun when you're just kind of like you have like 2-3 buttons.
Yeah.
Like the build that I'm playing now, I just right click and then I press my thumb mouse button. That's all I do, like over and over.
Playing the poison variant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other build that I wanted to do just because it looked cool was some sort of like Arc Elementalist or something.
The Arc's a fun skill.
It just looked so fun because it looked like you were just running around chain lightning shit, just blowing everything up. But I don't know how complex it is. Like, is that all you do? You're just right click chain lightning.
All the like explosion-y bullshit comes from like passives and like gear and stuff like that. Like really all you're doing is like casting a skill and then it like arcs throughout the whole fucking room and explodes. There's also like trap and mine kind of builds where like you can like attach skills to a mine and then you throw the mine out and then detonate it and it like detonates that skill off of it, and there's all kind of shit you can do in this game.
I think this is the setup in my...
Oh, dude, Mike, you might like Divine Ire, bro.
I think because I don't have my
Divine Ire
helmet.
is pretty sick.
Divine... What now?
Divine Ire. It's literally a Kame fucking Hami-Ha, bro. Like, you're fucking charging it up, and then you just let go, and just doof, you just like delete a whole room in one shot. Then you charge it up again, let go, and doof, you just delete another room.
Is that like a cooldown, kind of like every couple seconds you blow something up?
You can go pretty quick. I think the longer you charge it, the bigger it gets. Like you're literally charging a laser, and then you just let it loose. And you can also attach it to like totems that do it. There's all kind of shit. Divine Ire is a really cool skill. It's what Joey's playing this league, so he could check it out whenever he's around.
I'm confused. Your minion supports and your weapon are clashing. Only one of those supports works at a time, and you'll want to stick zombies.
Oh yeah, Flicker Strike is a pretty interesting one.
Only one of those supports work at a time.
Flicker Strike. Just registered that for a sec, dude. You can play that?
Good old Flicker, man.
Dude, I can't focus on that. I don't know how you do that if you can play that skill.
How do I have enough links to do this then? Frenzy and Meat Shield are clashing. Oh, you know what? I think it's because... Okay. Okay, I see. So what would I do to fix it? Would I just take off Meat Shield? Oh, so what you guys are saying is basically feeding Frenzy makes them aggressive, and it's giving like all the fucking bullshit buff. And then this is making them defensive, and they're trying to taunt. But it's since they're both in the same link, it doesn't like, which one does it prioritize then? Does it prioritize the aggro or does it prioritize the meat? They have neither? So, I know what you guys are saying, but there's got to be a reason as to why they're both in here. I don't know the reason, okay? I'll be honest. I don't know the reason, but there's got to be a reason for it. I highly doubt that this build was fucked up because of, like, I don't think it was, like, an overlook by the build I'm following. There's got to be some reason, because we found out that there was another reason that I had some weird confliction somewhere else, but we found out it was because I don't remember the reason for it, but I feel like there is a reason that it's like that, and I don't know why. Maybe I should watch the video. There's like a 30-minute video on it. Maybe I should watch the video, but there's probably a reason for it. So I'm gonna trust it. I don't think anything's wrong with it. Curious, this guide that I have, I'm curious just because I want to check for the sake of my curiosity here. The best in slot animated guardian gear. I'm just curious to see how expensive it is. Okay, no results found. Kingmaker axe, 58 chaos. Cheap AF. Well, you know. Oh my god. That's where the price comes from. Doppelganger garb or something? 7 exalts. Yeah, no way in hell I'm spending 7 exalts on my guardian right now. Good. The body armor I'm looking for is life, cold, or probably any resist, stun and block recovery, and maximum numbers of skeletons. I'm assuming that's the most important. Like having high life, skellies, good resist, and that's the chest piece I'm looking for. Six link. I feel like my chest is actually pretty good for now, though. For now. I mean, the best way to learn is I'm trying to, like, instead of just sitting here waiting for Patrick, I'm trying to, like, actively, like, look through my builds, look through different items, just trying to understand it all a little bit. Reasonings for things. Armor, life, chaos, cold, minions, deal increased damage. Gloves. Amulet. Curious if there's any amulets like that on the market right now. I doubt it, but I'll check. Who's messaging me? Nice budget neck for summoners if you want to try it out. Int chaos. Increased effect of your curses. 10% of damage from hits is taken from your specter's life before you. What am I using? I think I'm using this for a reason. I think it's so I can have enough decks. I don't even have enough decks, actually. I need more decks so I can level these supports. How important is that for these supports to be leveled up? Because, like, I haven't been able to get a point in lesser projectiles or pierce in forever because I just don't have enough decks. I think I need to get gloves that give decks. That's probably the next piece that I'm looking for. I probably should get that soon so I can start leveling these, honestly. Like, I could tank cold resist because I have so much cold resist. I have 156. I should get some new gloves. Just go get a 30 dex node in the skill tree. Well, yeah, but I don't get the dex nodes normally. Like, I'm eventually going to have to respec it, so I'm still going to want to land on some base decks anyway, right? I think I should look for some better gloves. Honestly. I think I should. That's got to be a piece that can't be... It might not be too expensive, you know? I need plus dex to gloves. I could just buy one for 4C. Let's see. I'm lacking fire and lightning. Not like kind of, I guess. This one has 31 dex. No. Holy shit, that overcap on gold res, I know. The problem is I would need... The bigger problem is not just buying the gloves, but considering the sockets, right? So you can't just like... You can't just see a pair of gloves that's like, oh, it's like, that's 4C, it's better than mine. Because it's not that simple, because you have to do the math of how much it would cost to get a 4-link... 2 blue, 2 green, right? You'd have to consider those things too. And I don't know. I don't even know how to do that math. If you have a jewel socket, you can use this instead. Gloves are super easy to socket. Sockets are cheap to fix. Rolling 2 blue, 2 green on end gear is very easy. Okay. All right, so that's not much of a problem. Got it. Yeah, the gloves that are, according to this guide, the gloves that are the best for me are around 80 chaos right now. But gloves that are kind of more basic that could fill the decks that I need for now are about 4 chaos. I might just buy it, dude. And then just... Do they have the res? Yeah, they should. I mean, like, look at mine, right? Oh, I see. Okay, I got to be careful because of the lightning. So I have a lot of cold.
All right, I'm hungry. What do I order, boys?
I got to be careful because of the lightning. So I got to replace this with lightning, essentially.
It's a real question. What kind of food?
What state?
Oh, in Texas.
So I got to look for Dex,
You got everything.
Life, Lightning,
I don't know.
I mean,
Fucking
and any extra
Chick-fil-A.
res will be fine. Right?
Chick-fil-A,
That's what I
huh?
should look for.
What do you think, chat?
I should look-
Chick-fil-A? Thoughts?
Ooh, Chick-fil-A's nice. Always.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff.
I just ate so much food, I'm so full.
That's pretty bad though. No.
Okay, so I should find a pair of gloves that have Dex, Life, Lightning, and that's it. Pretty much.
Yeah, I would do Whataburger, but they're not like partnered, so the delivery is hell expensive, man.
So, or gloves that have an open suffix so that you can craft the resist you need onto them. Okay, so how do I know, looking at this, okay? How do I know if they have an open suffix? Is this the suffix? So this is the one that's crafted?
Okay, Michael, hold Alt on an item on your gloves.
Okay.
You see how it has like so many like prefixes and suffixes, right?
Uh-huh.
So it can only have 6 rolls on it,
Okay.
and it can be 3 of each. 3 of each. So do the mathematico. You know what I mean?
So if it has 3 suffixes and 2 prefixes, will that still apply? Like I could still prefix some.
Yeah, that means you can add a prefix. If it has 3 suffixes and 2 prefixes, that means you can add a prefix.
So basically, if I see a pair of gloves that is missing, let's say, some fire res, and it's 5 out of 6, I could make
It has
that
an open suffix.
only suffix though.
Reses are a suffix.
Okay, res is only suffix. So what's a prefix? Life and stuff, I guess.
Yep.
Shield.
You can go to the crafting bench and actually see what it is, and it tells you what each item is. So,
Okay, let me see.
is there a delay on your stream? Actually, hold on.
A little bit, yeah.
There's a bit of a delay for me. That's why I sometimes
Yeah.
kind
Okay, so I'm in my bench. So prefix.
Top there? At the
Prefix.
top, there's all the item mods. It shows like a little square of each mod.
So suffix, fire, lightning, strength, int, resist, attack speed. Okay. Prefix, movement speed. Oh, that's a lot to know.
Sometimes it changes based on the item. That's why you have the top as a reference.
There's also a whole website dedicated to what items can roll what affixes and influences and all kind of bullshit.
Yeah, there's a simulation website too you can screw around with.
Fuck the prefix. There's minion damage prefix. Do you think I can put minion damage on my gloves and shit?
If you have an open prefix and there's nothing else that you'd rather have, like life or something.
Oh, that's cool. Huh. Hmm.
And it's really nice to have a piece of gear with an open suffix so that you can just craft the res that you need. Like if you change another piece of your gear, it's like, oh shit, now my lightning's fucked. Then you could just, change that craft from cold to like cold and lightning. And then
Oh, is that why you
gear.
normally look for a suffix rather than a prefix? Just because
I mean,
you
it
change,
really
if you change
depends
other
on what
gear
you have,
around?
That's why it's nice. You don't, have to do it that way or anything, but that's a really, really huge bonus of having like a crafted res on one of your pieces of gear like buying a piece of gear with an open suffix to craft on, because you could change the res to whatever you need based on your other pieces of gear that you're changing out constantly.
I see. So how do I see exactly like what suffix and prefixes can go on like a pair of gloves? Can I just put it in the bench?
So put it in the bench and look above where you were looking before. There's like a row of items. Above the search bar. You see those are all the...
Okay.
Yeah, and you click gloves and then you can see exactly what's actually...
Well, so basically I see... So what I'm just trying to figure out here is because I see some gloves that are worth like 4 or 5C, okay? It's not much, but it'll get me the dex I need so I can level my support gems, because my support gems have been locked at level 9. Like my projectiles and pierce has been locked because I don't have the dex, right? So I'm thinking I have so much cold, a fuck ton. If I get rid of my gloves that have dex, and lightning already on it, and it has a suffix, or sorry, a prefix, I could put minion damage on it.
Yeah, you can.
Right? That would work. But
it already has life and everything you would want. Yeah. Then yeah, if you have an open prefix, you're definitely 100% gonna craft something on it to be wasted not to. So yeah, minion damage sounds pretty fucking good to me. Your minion build seems pretty good. I don't know what the best possible craft for you is, but that sounds probably like it. Apparently, minion damage is not the best.
Well, for the build that I'm trying to do, the best I think is...
Hey, you're talking about gloves.
Yeah, gloves.
Okay.
Minion damage does not go on gloves.
Yeah, no.
It does not?
For some reason...
Are you sure?
I'm thinking...
Is chat sure?
Yeah.
Is chat sure?
I might honestly... Chat's confusing me now.
Is it Skellies? You're playing?
No,
right?
just minion damage in general. Can that go on gloves?
Yeah, you can put you can put the craft on. Like minion deals increased damage.
Kind of thinking you were doing a helmet, but my brain not big, because not my build, and I follow guide because it's very small brain.
Your end game helmet is obviously going to be a bone helmet with damage on it, but that's going to be a ton of money, right? For a while, that's going to be a while.
Yeah, I'm just going for the necro fucking diadem or something. Still a lot, but it's not that much.
Unique,
yeah.
I'm back, hello.
Well, my point is, I see.
I'm trying to look for it myself.
My point is, I see gloves that give dex, life, lightning, open prefix. I could just throw some minion damage on it. And I feel like that would be better than my gloves. And I'd get the dex to level my support gems. I think I need to do that.
Yeah, then why not do that? Yeah, that's nothing wrong with that.
About right now?
I'm talking about how I've been lacking dex forever, and my support gems are level 9. Like pierce and lesser projectiles, which is bad. So I'm talking about I have a fuck ton of cold resist, so my gloves are they're bad. I have 40% cold resist on my gloves and 35 lightning. And I'm seeing gloves out there for like 4 or 5C. They have more life, more lightning. Don't need the cold at all because I'm way too high. And then I could throw a prefix of minion damage on it and then just link it however I want. And it only cost me like 10C max. Like, is that a good idea? I don't know.
You can get that influence gloves to get the minion damage, dude.
Or the alternative is try to get some more on my amulets, right? My rings and necklaces.
Your gloves for like pure health are pretty decent right now. But yeah, if the easiest way to get dex is through your gloves, you think, then that's not a bad idea.
I mean, I really...
You can also park 1 point in a 30 dex node for the moment if you really want.
Yeah, you can do that too, but yeah, that's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, I did that while I was leveling and then I fixed it up.
I would focus on getting all of your gear to like 65 plus life on every item plus for like when you can like fit that in and out. Yeah, your amulet's pretty bad right now. You could probably get a way better amulet that gives you the dex you need and way more health.
You can get huge stats on amulets.
You got any cool drops since I've been gone?
I have not been playing. I've just been looking at my gear, trying to learn like what's better, you know.
Oh, okay, nice.
Mike, you should look up Jade amulets.
That's what I'm doing right now.
I wouldn't specifically look Jade. I mean, that's the implicit. If he just like uses the.
I mean, yeah, of course, you don't have to get a Jade one, but Jade's gonna be an easy way to get a ton of decks, so he doesn't even have to use the passive tree. I don't know how much he needs. It seemed like a lot.
I usually go when I'm going for like stat stuff. I try to get Onyx just because then it hits all the stats, and when you hit strength as well, strength is more life.
I mean, I have a fuck ton of strength.
How much off are you?
2 strength equals 1 life.
How much off am I? What?
From your like, if you remove that Jade amulet, how far is your dex drop? Like, how big is the drop?
Big. 20.
He said he can only level most of his skills to like level 9 or some shit.
Yeah, like I'm very low.
So he needs quite a bit more.
I'm very low
max
on
level
dex.
skills.
And this amulet, that I have now is fucking 38 dex or 39.
Yeah.
So that's why I was thinking.
What Patrick said then.
What was
Onyx?
Onyx?
Because you could hit dex and attributes, which also will count as dex.
Yeah, but am I gonna get more than 39?
So okay, here's what you do for an amulet. You never search the amulet by its type. You just go item category, amulet. You say dex. You're looking for like 60 total dex minimum. You're looking for some max life, like 70 minimum. You're looking for total reses. Actually, you would kind of look at your reses, but usually in your amulet is where you dump a ton of reses to free up other spots for things. Say like 9. You hit search and you see what you find.
Find nothing. That's what I find. I find literally nothing.
Well, you're asking for a pretty good item there, Patrick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then you change the parameters you're looking for.
I'm doing that now. Yeah.
Lower all the numbers like a lot.
So you drop it to like 50 and it's 70.
I dropped it to 55 dex, but now we're looking at exalt, so fuck that.
You change a different parameter. It's just like it's pushing a gun to see where you can,
70 chaos, no.
Like, I see you're kind of getting it now. You literally just start backing down all the different parameters slowly until you can find something that is like what you need.
Now I'm down to like 6 chaos for 52 total dex, 73 to total life, and 44 for your total reses. And then it also has a veiled mod on it, which could be super
way
good.
too high.
Actually,
Jesus.
this is not a bad amulet.
What is it? What was the parameters you said?
70 total life, 40 to total reses, and 52 to total dex. And it's got a veil. It's actually not a bad amulet, because if that veil rolls something good, it could be pretty awesome.
It's got lightning.
As long as that thing didn't roll a suffix, you'd be able to craft lightning or another res onto it.
The problem with this is that I'm gonna lose fire, and I won't be fire capped. So, yeah.
Then search for. That's the thing is, if you remove your current amulet, look at your res, and then like you could also like, if you're pre-planning ahead and thinking about what piece you're upgrading after that,
I'm gonna be down
even,
fire.
Like, remove that piece, you know what I mean? And then look at what you really need and start like your amulet. You beef up the 2 that you are really hurting on at that point. You know?
I'm down fire and lightning. Wait, how? Oh, it's because I can't. It's because I can't use my. Got it.
If you take off that Dex amulet, do you also lose pieces besides the gem?
Because of gem
that's why.
levels.
Yeah.
That's why the res is fucking up. When you can get that back up,
Yeah.
it'll actually count that piece as a res again. It's not counting the red pieces.
You got to take your gems out of your gear to do it properly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because
See, like when you remove your amulet, it's like turning your other gear red, which means it doesn't count anymore. So then like you remove your amulet and you're losing like a fuckload of res that you don't actually lose. It's just because your gear's red.
Yeah,
Well, anyway, you could still look at it and go, okay, my amulet has 40 fire res. I'm just gonna lose 40 fire.
Yeah.
So anyway, my point is, I take this amulet off, I'm gonna be down to 42 fire res. So I need to replace this amulet with specifically fire res.
Yeah, you don't
fire
need
res,
any
dex,
cold
life.
res whatsoever.
Yeah, my cold is stupid high. That's why I thought the easiest was gloves. That's why I thought it was the easiest, because it's so simple. I can get literally like 3 to 5 C gloves, and I'd be on my way.
Go ahead.
No, that's good. gloves are perfectly viable. You can get gloves with Dex, Life, and no cold res. You can just fire and lightning res, and you're fucking chilling out, relaxing, all cool.
You can also do double items at once. Like you can buy 2 items and then them fix you. It's usually so like when I'm buying gear, normally what I upgrade first are my rings and my amulet because you can get tons of stats there and tons of resistances for relatively cheap normally. And then you don't have to do this weird searching for other pieces. Just it's easier to get stats on reses and health from your accessories, I find. And then you can get higher health rolls on your gear for cheaper.
Yeah, if your build allows you to wear 2 2-stone rings, you're chilling on res. You're chilling. Like, I mean, like in terms of like just like the ability to change shit around and make it work. Oh, you use an unset ring. Okay.
Now I don't know what to do. I thought it was so easy. I was like, just change my gloves and we're done. Now
I think you do change your gloves and probably your amulet, and then the next thing you change after that is that ring. I'm not sure about your belt. I haven't seen it.
Oh, my belt is. I don't know. I think it's like okay-ish. 34 fire, 23 cold, 15 lightning, 55 life.
It's nice to have all the reses. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I usually do is I put them on the jewelry. It makes stuff a lot easier if you can get most of the resids, like Patrick said, on your jewelry. Then you can just clear up your main gear for stats that you actually
What's
need.
your
for damage.
helmet?
Oh, it's bad. Real
Your helmet,
bad.
Mike?
It's real
The
bad.
helmet's bad?
Real bad.
Then maybe change your helmet out if it's that bad.
Yeah, you
Oh wait, I
wanna
can look at your stream gear add-on thingy.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, you're a
dude, forgot
genius.
about
I didn't
that.
even
Oh my
think
god,
about
Totally
that
that.
fucking
forgot about
helmet's
that.
ass, Michael.
It's
Get
bad.
a new helmet.
Yeah, I would focus on the
Get a new
first.
helmet, then get new gloves and amulet, then 2-stone ring, then belt.
The belt's not.
The-
Well, it doesn't have
don't
any
pay
life.
too
back.
expensive.
The
on your
belt's
helmet.
honestly not that bad.
Yeah,
But I
that's
mean,
not-
I don't know how much he needs to strength.
I don't.
And he's gonna probably get a Stygian Vise, right? So
Yeah.
That helmet. though.
Yeah.
You're not gonna want to spend too much on your helmet
Uh-huh.
because you're going to upgrade it eventually.
That's why
max, pay 5C at max.
Okay.
How much is the diadem though? Isn't that?
It's like 2
pricey?
exalt.
It's 2 exalt, but it's still a 5C helmet will last them until then.
Okay, so what kind of parameters am I looking for in a helmet here?
You're
Life
looking
and
for your
res.
deficiencies. Yeah, life and res, life and res. You're looking for a big life roll if you can.
Let's try 60, 70, see what we got. Okay, let's go higher.
It's like your gear's just like a giant balancing act of like
go
seeing
higher.
where you can upgrade some stuff, where you shuffle some stuff.
Caught me off guard with that helmet.
oh yeah,
comment.
and you could also get Dex on your helm, if the price is right. Michael.
Oh, really? Let's see.
Yeah. Guys, bone helmet's probably gonna be too expensive with life and good res, huh?
There's no way.
I don't think we're gonna recommend bone helmet just yet for the. Plus, he has a unique that he's using, I think, right? So
Later
that
on,
he needs
yeah.
to use for his build. So
Later.
I mean, he could
no
always
bone
search.
helmet.
You can always search bone helmet, and if they're cheap, they're cheap.
So
Yeah, search
what's a bone helmet?
and minion damage.
Bone.
Means-
Ancient bone helmet?
No, just bone helmet. I think maybe it's ancient bone helmet. I don't know. It's bone
Just to go to the there should be in the filters. There should be a base.
Oh, I
selector.
see it. Okay, so yeah, bone helmet, 86 life, 36 fire, 7 cold, 27 lightning.
Dude, that's a good helmet right there that you just saw. Shit, for 6 chaos.
Oh, the one before, yeah.
Oh shit, 13 chaos. Let's see what we got.
Could always try to lower some parameters and probably get one pretty good.
I mean, that first one there for 13 is not like horrible because you don't need cold res at all.
Yeah, but 13, like, eh.
Yeah, it's a little bit pricey.
Like I'm looking
You,
like
you might go back.
5 or
Go back and get that, dude. That 6C one is not bad. That 13 one's good, but the 6C one is also really good that you were looking at before. For 6C.
Oh, the 43 dex, 111 life, 43 cold, 30 lightning.
Because that Dex, bro, that Dex is big cock, you know?
Yeah, but I don't need fucking cold. That's much cold.
Oh, it's a lot of cold, okay. I mean, you could literally delete cold off every other piece of gear that you buy, though.
Well, that's true. I'm gonna lose all the cold in my gloves once I change the gloves. What do I lose when I take off this helmet? I lose.
I was looking to see. I'm curious about these 10C ones and how they compare to that 13C bone helmet. You know what I'm saying?
So when I take off this shitty helmet that I have, I just am down lightning by 9. So I could.
You also have to think about socket colors and the fact that if you're gonna buy like, you can't buy like a armor base if you're gonna do 4 blues unless you want to.
I see.
So like you pay 6C for the helmet and then you're paying several more C just to swap the old colors over. So
I need 4 blues.
yeah.
So what helmet should I try to land
for? The bone
for?
helmet suddenly turns into a nicer option.
And now all of a sudden the bone helmet.
Budget. 13 is a little bit out of budget, but you know.
I mean, you sell Patrick's cosplays.
I mean, I could just. Let's try to lower the parameters and see what I get.
Yeah, you can lower the parameters on the bone helmets.
I just don't think I'll find much.
If it's under like eye level 180, it should be.
Oh, here's one.
Did you do all elemental resistances? You could.
Here's one for 5C.
Let's see. What's it got?
20% minion damage plus 1 socketed minion. What do I even have in? What socks do I even put in here? Oh, it's all this shit. Doesn't matter. Okay, that one doesn't really matter. I need lightning though, so that one's not gonna work.
I would honestly say for this, for now, do whatever the hell you want. We will make enough chaos eventually as we go.
Yeah. I think one of the bone helmets is fine, like under 15C, as long as it's, you know, good.
I like this one for 10. Minions have 14% life, 20% damage. Summon skitter bots have a 90% increased area effect, cold and lightning, and 99 to life.
You're not getting any fire res on that though, and you don't.
True.
You don't need the cold. That's the only negative. But like I said, you could do, like, since you are replacing several pieces of gear in a row, you can say that, okay, I really like this piece of gear. I like the summon a lot. Choosing it, and then all your other pieces of gear you have to commit to like 0 cold res at all. You know.
Remember, you can't. If it's a crafted thing, you can change that craft yourself with your bench.
Oh yeah. Also, oh yeah, that's an open suffix on that one. Wait, is it?
And
Yeah.
Also, make sure you're paying attention to open suffixes and
I think
stuff.
so.
Wait, go back to the one that you wanted.
Here's a little bit more.
If it says of craft, then probably not, right?
If it's of craft, it means you can change it. But what I was gonna say is one thing you can do. There's a lot of people who are new at this game who don't know about open suffixes mean you can craft resistances. So if you don't even search resistances, but you search like super high life, you can find some noobs that occasionally throw up gear that have open suffixes that you could then craft resistances on, and you get a free, way better helmet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And yeah, you can also harvest craft, but like, I don't know shit. I don't know shit about harvest crafting, so that's not my.
So yeah, harvest crafting, those groves we see that we skip a lot of the time, if you have an item that you can craft on, inside those groves, when we kill packs of monsters, it drops like a crafting bench. Inside of those crafting benches, they have targeted crafts for like certain suffixes and prefixes. We're going so deep in this when we don't need to, but
Should I just,
honestly, dude,
should I just
that
buy
one
this
that you
10C
can
one?
change. Yeah, that 10C one that you can change to a 3rd res is pretty decent.
The one with the skitterbot bullshit?
I think that's good. Chad, am I wrong? Is that a shit deal?
I don't fucking know. I don't know anything.
you run skitterbots too, so that technically.
That's what I'm saying. And it's the highest on minion damage. It's 20. So,
You can just do that one. Go for it.
Hey, you'd craft Dex probably because it doesn't have Dex on it.
True. Whatever,
So, like,
dude.
you can always get dexed gloves. I mean,
Yeah,
remember, we
that
have
gives
a
you
few
options.
pieces.
This gives you your options. You want the options. It's a good piece. Buy it.
Yes, it still has targeted crafts. I was literally playing around with it last night. It targets certain things occasionally.
I still want to get rid of my gloves. I fucking hate them.
Get rid of them next.
Alright, I just got this. Okay. So now I just need to recolor it, right? Because it's already 4 linked. Just hit chromes, I assume.
Yeah, you just need to recolor to whatever it is.
Nice.
Dude, I just get an Astromedes now, and I can swap bills, and dude, the big cock comes online.
My cold is so high. All I need to do is get rid of these gloves because I have too much cold, and it'll be a little bit better. Jesus Christ.
And then you can when you replace your ring, you don't if your reses are like still super off with the cold, you could go with the ring that's like it's not a 2-stone, you know what I mean? Just one res or whatever. To buff the reses in the other direction.
Ooh, this guy said 10C and it's yours. Skull Murder Mitts. 48 dex, 96 life, 42 lightning, 20% minion damage.
Yeah, those look pretty fucking nice, yeah, bud.
Are those nice? I don't even know. I do need dex, though.
I think you buy them, Michael. I think you buy those.
What if he's scamming me, bro?
He was offering me, but I'm just kind of trying to ignore people who whisper me for you.
Wait, it's a scam, dude? He's trying to scam you?
You scamming me, bro?
He's gonna break into your house through the internet? Fucking scam your house?
We're all looking out at these scams, 4 of us. We can't figure it out.
I guess you should probably look them up before you pay 10C for them, but...
I would assume those people aren't out to scam him. If I remember right, they were pretty good for having 20 minion damage when he was linking to me. He said he bought them.
He crafted those, I think, right?
You crafted the minion deal 20% increased damage. No, it's a T1 hybrid life with a T3 and then a T3 dex with a T2. I don't know. I don't know how to price those. You'd have to like legitimately look them up.
Somebody said free ring, it's yours, and then he says
I doubt he's
3C.
trying to scam because he literally said he would give them to me for free to give to you, but I told him I don't want to take tons of handouts because then it changes the game.
I'll just buy.
Give him
Should I just
a
buy?
little hookup.
How much
no
would,
free shit.
How much would it cost to change the sockets around? Like, can I get a 4-link, 2 green, 2 blue on those gloves?
Changing sockets is easy. Don't let that stop
You will easily get 2 blue, 2 green, 4-link on this.
Yeah, as long as it's not an armor base or something, you'll be fine.
Should I?
Yeah, maybe 10C is too expensive. Maybe you go look them up. I have no idea.
Someone said check if you even get the colors. How do you know if you could get the colors?
You will. It's an
it?
evasion energy shield.
2 green, 2 blue.
It'd be super easy to get on that. Crazy easy. It's like perfect for this.
Fuck it. I'll buy it. Who cares?
When I'm ready and not before.
I feel like they're pretty decent gloves. They might not be worth quite 10, but I mean, I have no idea.
I don't care at this point.
Like, what I'm saying is like he might be overcharging a little bit, but like they can't be like worth more. They're worth a few C at least.
I'm trying to give them for free, so I don't think this man is trying to scam you.
Okay, so now how do I, because I've never done this before, how do I add more links and all that bullshit?
You jewelers them to get them to 4 socket, and then you fuse them to get them to 4 link, and then you chrome them to get them to the right colors.
So okay, so what I hit jeweler's orb first?
Yep, that changes the amount of sockets.
Okay, do I quality it or not these? I don't know how that works.
You don't need to worry about it. You can't. It's gonna cost you 20 of them to quality it anyway. It's not gonna affect anything.
Is that a good idea or no?
It's gonna up the stats like a teeny weeny bit. Okay, dude, the quality gives it like the tiniest little fucking extra chance to link, but it's a 4-link, chat. Relax. Jesus. The goddamn 4-link is a
so okay, so just to understand, so I know
one quality.
Just so I understand to learn here, when you hit it with quality, that's just increasing your RNG to link faster.
But it increases the stats on it. You can see like it ups the like base like the stats like the evasion and shit like slightly, like a teeny tiny bit. Like on weapons and stuff, it'll like up the base damage teeny bit. But it also increases the link chance. But that's like some kind of like I mean, I'm sure it's proven, but that's some tinfoil shit. Like I've fucking 6-linked plenty of shit that wasn't 20 quality. Let's be real.
I mean, I only have 32 armor scraps, so.
No, I think the quality thing is 100% like real. I think.
No, it's real. It's real, but I definitely don't think for a 4-link you need to 20 quality it.
Yeah, that's a bit out there. Like
6-link, yeah, you should quality your shit. But I've 6-linked shit without 20 quality before, so like it's not like it's like all these fucking tinfoil PoE malding kids in chat, dude. I'll be right back.
So, do I use my scraps or not? I don't.
You don't need it. No, I wouldn't do it on gloves. Don't do it on gloves. Don't do it on gloves.
Okay.
Yeah, do it on a chest if you gotta do it.
So I
There's
just
no
keep.
reason to.
Okay, so I just keep hitting these with jewelers till what?
Is it already 4 sockets?
No.
Okay. Hit it with jewelers till you hit 4 sockets, and then take the fusings to it.
And fusing links it all together?
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's 4 sockets.
Now fusing it.
Okay, and now I just chrome it until it's... Wait, it's perfect. Never mind. That was easy.
Yeah. $20 quality.
Don't forget the quality.
On glove, dude. Oh my god. It just hit me there. I was like, wait a minute, on glove?
Oh my god, I could level my shit up. Fucking finally. Okay, so now I just got 40% minion damage. A lot of... My res is still good. I got some extra life, I think. Yeah, I got extra life. Alright, we upgraded. We upgraded, team. But it cost me 20C, I think.
When I'm ready, and not before.
I gotta fix 4 other slots.
Should I keep fixing my shit, or should we just go kill some shit right now, Patrick?
What's your res? What's your res?
82, 138, 105.
You're perfectly good to go, man.
Like, the only thing I would change at this point is... I don't know. My ring, maybe? My ring is pretty... Are both my rings pretty poo-poo? No, I feel like this one's good. This one's not. I think it's time to kill. It's frag. You know? After I get water, I'll be right back. Your ring on the left has no life. Oh, you're right. It doesn't have life. Whatever. Who cares? Be back in a sec.
Does your socket ring have an open affix on it?
Patrick, what's affix? Okay, it's an affix of me, the professional PoE player here.
I'm a dent. Forgive.
I never ordered my food. What the fuck am I doing? Chick-fil-A closed, man. Damn it. It took too long. I took too fucking long!
That's agony, but super hilarious. My god, I finally almost have all the pieces to make Cock come online, dude. I just need... I need to get back up to 12C. Is there anything else I can sell?
Chick-fil-A's closed on Sundays. It's fucking Monday.
There's someone who's been playing too much POE
Yeah.
this last week.
Yeah,
You're like,
you
wait,
found,
wait, Monday did I miss work?
you found the jobless guy.
Oh, whoops. I honestly, I need to give Mike this exalt, so I stop looking at it and thinking I can break that, I can pile my gear, I can break that, I can pile my gear.
I'll hold it for you, man.
No. Yeah, Mike,
Dude, I
where
haven't
you
found a
at?
single exalt drop this league.
We've
So
only gotten
bad.
one for like as much as me and have played. It's honestly surprises me.
Yeah, right? Like, me, TJ, Manor haven't got one either. We're all like close to 90. Ridiculous.
Wow. What the heck? That's amazing between the three of you.
Yeah, ridiculous.
We should have like here, Mike, take this because I'm serious. Like I see this thing and I want to immediately break it in half and go buy my things. This is your exalt. In terms of money split between us.
Pretty sure Michael's AFK.
Oh, Mike, he's AF. Okay, never mind. Exalt's gonna broken. He's missed out as well. Some dude just whispered me, "Is this good?" Lists me like this crazy influenced bone helmet. Nah, dude, that thing's awful. I'll give it here. It's +3 to socketed minion gems. Socketed gems are supported by level 20 minion damage. Socketed gems are supported by level 20 hypothermia. Socketed spells have +2% crit chance.
On
Minions
season?
deal 24% increased damage, 20% increased effect to cold ailments. Yeah, dude, it's awful.
Free
just,
for you, yeah.
just give it to me, man. You don't
Yeah.
need it. You don't need it.
You've opened yourself up now. You're gonna be price checking all day now because
Oh, like he was memeing me by
No, I
asking if
know.
it's good. No, it's awful. Just hand it over.
I don't think you can craft that without fossil knowledge. Like you need to.
Oh yeah, he fossil crafted 100%. If I sold my chest, I could technically then. I can't make like 20 Cs anymore.
Like a junkie. I can get one more hit if I just did.
I need my regrets. I can't get rid of my regrets.
Dude, I sold all my fusings. You know when you do that thing when you get so low, you have to sell your jewelers and your fusings.
I sell my jewelers all. Dude, jewelers are good chaos money, man.
I know.
Back.
6
You
links.
need 10 Cs? What you said, Patrick?
No, I need like 25 C or so.
Sure, here,
nah,
I
what
should
I
give
was-
you some, right? Here.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I have your exalt. I'm holding on to still. I'm trying to split the money me and you are spending on our builds evenly.
Yeah, but it's hard. I feel like we already lost track.
No, I have a pretty good idea of
When
how much
I'm
people
ready
spend.
and not before.
Invite me? I have 25 chaos that you can have.
I mean, I have an exalt. It's just I don't want to break it.
God's name.
Here, I'm giving you this to hold on so I don't break it.
Do you
It's
have any
tempting me
do you have
in bad
any
ways.
do you have any chaos at all?
I just spent a bunch. I
Here.
spent like 50 chaos.
I had after I bought 20C worth, I had I think I had like 40 left. So like it's whatever. 50 almost. We'll get more. Grind.
Oh, okay. I'll try to buy this quick then.
Whoa. Yeah, go buy it real quick. Okay. Oh my, is that what we're gonna see on our fucking screen?
No, no.
Okay. Oh my god, if that's what we were about to see with my minions and all, I was about to scream.
You are about to see.
People are saying
something,
craft life somewhere. Eh?
You have an open prefix somewhere?
On my unset ring? Yeah. I do. Should I?
Let me see.
Wait, I could have done this. I could have done this ages ago.
Yeah, you could have done this
what
long
the
time
fuck?
ago.
I've had
It's
this.
just sitting there.
I've had this ring for so long.
If it doesn't have 6 things on it, make sure it has a crafted thing. It's just like anything there.
Fuck. So I craft life?
Yeah.
Prefix? Yes.
It's pretty much the #1 thing to craft.
Okay, so teach me about this stuff. So when it says like 1, 2, 3 and all that stuff, like what does this mean? How do I get it more life than
The rank of the craft.
How do I get it more than this? Can I get it more than 41 to 55 or no? And if the answer is no, why not?
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not 100% sure. I think there's some roles that you can't, but like like those veiled items. I'm pretty sure life is one of the ones you can't, but like the whole veiled items thing, it kind of works the same way. Like there'll be ranks to the crafts, but those ones that are default on the bench, I think.
I see.
Are different.
That's max for rings. Got it. So a ring can only be tier 3 max. Not.
Tier 3 is the highest it goes in the bench for anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, if that's the case, in a perfect world, getting a 3 prefix, 3 suffix with everything rolled correctly at the absolute highest will always be the best.
Yeah.
Because you don't craft it for tier 3. If everything's literally tier 1.
It's usually going to be lower, yeah.
So if you have six attributes or whatever, and they're all tier 1.
That's a godly item.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
If they're all good tier 1 rolls,
yeah.
Then you're looking at like exalts on exalts kind of shit usually. If it's like a
I don't think I need this
premier base that people are looking for.
Put it away anyway. I can't look at my fucking whispers in game. It's just, it's too much. Like I'm already trying to get info from you guys, then looking at my chat, and then them throwing stuff on top of me. It's too much. Too much info at one time. I can't do it.
Don't worry about it.
Man, I could have had that life on my ring forever. I've had this ring forever.
Really?
Yeah.
Just
didn't notice. It was the ring you gave me, I'm pretty sure. With the socket.
Really?
Remember the one with the socket where I put my golem? Whenever we did that, we didn't notice.
Oh, it's because we were leveling during that, so I was like, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
I never thought about it since.
The unset ring was a leveling unset?
Yeah, you got it leveling.
It's not even that bad.
It really isn't. It was a pretty good. That's why I was like, whoa, this is actually good.
Yeah.
Just slap an aura in there and call it a day.
How do I know you've probably answered this a million times, but how do I get the skill tree to the left of my jewel? Do I need that specific jewel to unlock that skill tree?
Sorry, what? Huh? I know.
How do I unlock the skill tree to the left of my cluster jewel? Do I need the cluster jewel?
You need the large cluster jewel. Yep.
Okay.
The cluster jewel that comes with passives in it, basically.
Okay.
Oh, Mike, I need you to do me a quick favor.
Uh-huh.
In Act... 1 second, let me find the act.
Greetings.
I think it might be 7 or 6, maybe.
What am I doing?
Frozen Trail. I need you to go grab a reward we never picked up because I need the reward from it.
Act 6?
I don't know. I'm getting a forever load screen. There we go. No. You. No. Oh, it's Act 5. I think. Act 5. Did you get me a Frozen Trail? It's from the reward from Lonnie.
Yes.
Is Frozen? Did it change Frozen's? Oh no. Yeah, Frozen Trail.
Okay.
For freedom.
Got it.
Okay, thank you.
That's why you told me to save it, huh?
Yeah.
So this is for your build?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
It'll take me. Do you want me just to set up now? It'll take a second.
Up to you.
I just don't want to make you wait if you want to go. We've been waiting around for a while.
Definitely have been waiting for a while, but it's, I mean, if it's not much longer, I don't care.
Okay, I'll set it up then. Okay, I gotta buy a bunch of crap. Or a bunch of skill gems.
Could always look for a better ring because my 2 stones bad, I think. Jeremy's my 2 stone bad. Lunar.
I'm not looking at a map.
Okay,
Your screen's not up.
You're good.
Lunar,
You're good.
hello?
All res. It's pretty. Well, it's actually got really high res, but it's pretty low life. It's got Oof. Actually, it's not bad. That's like half his res is actually on that ring. There's 10 to all res, 12 to fire and cold, 40 to cold. Yeah, that's.
But you gotta realize I am very much over cold cap.
You could, I'd swap out that ring. I'd get your dex on. Did you actually do your dex?
I did get my dex a little bit. Yeah, it's 111 rather than 63. So
I'd up the life on that for sure. Look for something with a lot less cold. And if you take that off, does it destroy your strength, or is that good? No,
my strength is good. It's part of my builds.
Yeah, I'd up the life and get.
I just lose fire.
Lightning.
Yeah, fire. Yeah. Actually, I'm not. I lose cold a little bit. I'll be a little under cold as well.
You could probably get. I'd go for another 2 stone then, so you get 2 reses, and then the 3rd res you don't get on the 2 stone, I'd get it as a suffix. So get a 2 stone ring with life, and then whatever the 3rd res is that you don't get. Like you see how 2 stone is fire and cold. You'd get a lightning suffix then, or if you get a fire and lightning 2 stone, you'd get a cold suffix. But more life, because that is a low life ring, like very low. I do like see if you can find like, actually, what do I have? Yeah, like maybe a 65 plus life or something like that, and then put the reses you need, and then prioritize there. And if it's still super cheap, then add something you need.
What are the reses I need? Fire and cold. You think I should go for some more dex on it or no? Can you even get like? Yeah, I could.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Like, okay,
it all depends. Like, what's the max? Like, I don't know your build. Like, I think Patrick has it open, but like, is he gonna have 20 dex gems? Like, is it going that high?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't have his build open anymore.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure he's going all the way 20 those.
20 dex gems? Yeah, my lesser multiple is going to be 20. My pierce is going to be 20. My hypothermia is going to be 20. So I need 111 dex, which I have exactly right now.
At 20, though, it is 111 dex?
Yeah.
Okay, you checked that? Just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I literally have 111 dex right now.
So then you're good for dex. You don't need to worry about that for the ring then if you've already got that. I do life, the reses you need, and then it's probably going to be pretty cheap actually because you don't have like attribute rules in there, and then look for something that would actually benefit your build. So like the 2 main things are life and res, and then I'll tell you from then if you can find something cheap.
I don't know what else could I get in a ring?
Oh, familiar with minion, but let me see what I can. You have your POB actually?
Yeah.
You like me in chat? I'll look at it.
This shit's so cool. It's like its own language, dude. Fucking it's wild.
It's the path of building.
It's like you're studying fucking some bullshit, but that's actually interesting.
POEology, dude. It's PhD, man. 6-month course.
Wait.
2 leagues.
Is that right? Did I like the right thing? Paceman? Is that what it's supposed to be?
Yeah. Paceman's fine. Yeah. Let's see. Are you in the AG already, or are you just using starter gear? Using Anime Guardian yet?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you are? Okay.
I pretty much have the build skill-wise.
Yeah.
Like, perfect. Well, I don't have quality and all that bullshit, but...
Actually, could do another unset ring, too. Are you missing a skill gem? Someone has 2 unset rings, which is what I'm just trying to figure out here. Is this
missing a skill gem? What does that mean?
Yeah, I think he's missing a skill gem. It's Frost Bomb, maybe.
Oh, for the regen or whatever on bosses.
I might be wrong. That's literally just like a halfway guess.
So what I meant, Mike, is in the POB he has 2 unset rings. So meaning that there's an open gem slot, right?
Yeah. I think it might be Frost Bomb.
Okay. So if you want, you could, instead of looking for a stat, you could look for unset ring, life, res.
Okay.
And then you could add back that gem that you're missing.
You're just gonna have to go big with res on your like amulet and your belt.
Yeah, that's just another option. You don't have to do that. There's nothing, I'm looking at it right now, there's nothing you really need besides life and res. There's no important stat on it.
And what would I put in the unset ring?
The frost bomb that he was just saying.
I'm pretty sure that's the skill. Patrick, earlier, I heard Patrick say that you're still missing a skill because you had no gem slot for it. And it was Frost Bomb so that bosses don't heal.
Yeah, the unset ring would open up a slot on your
So
ring to
why
put the gem.
why is that Frost Bomb not in this build? Is that just...
And no, I don't think he's missing Frostbomb. I don't know
Okay, you
what
lied,
that means.
bitch.
No,
It's all Patrick's fault. Fuck Patrick.
No, that's not. I literally told someone was like, you need to do Frostbomb, and I was like, we don't have an open spot for it.
I have, according to this build, I have everything. But Frost Bomb could be something extra that could be helpful in the situations that I've been in. You know, it could be one of those things.
Yeah, it's not mandatory. It looks like you do have everything. I have your thing imported and the guide imported, and like I'm just side by siding them. You have everything, but yeah. So you can do what you want, really. Just get life and res on that, and then I guess a stat that would benefit mana, maybe, because you have a lot of reserved mana. Plus to max mana, maybe. You ever run out when you're doing that? I've never really done
No.
skelly builds. No? Maybe not then.
Don't need mana at all.
I don't know. You guys got any suggestions? I don't know what to do for the ring, just like as a bonus stat.
I mean, I literally could get an unset and just put Frost Bomb on it. Like I said, it could be useful, but it's only for that. I think it's gonna only be for that one boss that fucking healed, which was annoying.
Actually, like that guy said, get an unset and put a portal gem in it. Patrick can stop asking for portals.
Oh yeah, Mike, your staff's not a 6-link. That guy just big brained it.
It's not.
Yeah, so when you 6-link your staff, you're gonna have another skill gem on it, and then you're gonna have to move that whatever that last thing is. Has to move to your ring.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Whoever figured it out.
Yeah,
And that
guy's
then Convocation's
name
gonna
is
go in there
Danny.
probably.
Mod
Oh
that,
yeah,
man.
because
Guy
you
or
don't have a
girl.
6-slot weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's 5-head.
I didn't realize your staff wasn't 6-link.
What is my 6th link gonna be? Because I have my 6th link Val Skellies, but
I forget what it is.
what else is 6th linked here?
I think you're missing like meat shield or
arrogance.
frenzy or
Right?
Arrogant
Arrogance is what I'm missing.
something like that.
What the fuck does arrogance do? Supported
Stuff.
skills have a 24% increased aura effect.
It says life tap.
Huh? It does?
It says, yeah, is this meat shield, feeding frenzy, AG, raise spectre, yeah, life tap? What?
New one,
I
I
don't see life tap. Wait, where are you seeing that?
On your build guide. Are you using mages yet?
Yeah.
Okay. No, it says life tap in there. I might be
Where the hell do you see life tap? I don't see that at all. Where are you
under
looking?
skills tab.
Under skills? Yeah, I don't see life tap. I see arrogance.
Oh, he removed it. Okay, yeah, that's why. Never mind. It's removed. Yeah.
If they have it on like the removed thing, that usually means it's like a swap in.
Yeah, it's gray. That's why.
Yeah, I have arrogance, which is, yeah, I'm assuming to support feeding frenzy meat shield auras. I don't know. What does it mean when supported skills reserve life instead of mana? Does that mean they cost life instead of mana?
That gray bar on your mana, that would happen to your life.
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting. Well, that's what that does too. Why does mine say arrogance and yours says life tap?
I mean, you linked me this, and it says you don't see. So when you highlight, you see Val Skelly mages, right? Like
Yeah.
in the skill tab, right?
Yeah.
When you click on zombies plus specter plus animate guardian, you don't see life tap.
No,
under meat
I
shield?
see arrogance.
Okay. Dude, what?
That is how is that
Hold on,
possible?
look. Check this out. Hold on. I'm share my screen for a second.
How are we seeing two different things?
You guys see this, right? It's not just me, Jeremy or Patrick.
Yeah, I don't. That's not what mine looks
maybe
like
he's
at all.
updated. Maybe he
Yeah.
updated the POB since, and then when Mike linked it to you, he linked you the updated one that's on the page, and Mike hasn't refreshed his current one. I don't know.
Because I'm looking at it right now, and you do want life tab actually.
I think it's
That's-
your POB, Mike, that's not updated. Like you
Yeah,
need
so-
to re-import it from the website.
I'm doing
again.
it right now.
Yeah, because there's
Yeah,
no arrogance
just
here.
Oh,
Starter
now
build?
it says life tap. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
so
What the
so
fuck?
here.
Protect his build for the new league.
Yeah, new builds. So it's always preliminary. Like when you just start a league and people are doing starter builds because things change and they don't know how it affects until PoE pushes out the patch, and then everyone can data mine everything that they did for their builds.
Life Tap's a new one? I didn't even pay attention to
It's probably something changed with between.
I think Lifetap's new. I'm not sure, honestly.
I've never
Cool.
heard of it, yeah. I was like, where's he seeing air?
It's like
So-
the new blood magic, right?
So,
Oh.
for my staff, is it easy to 6-link this, or am I not going to really bother right now?
It's not easy to
Not,
6-link
not easy. Okay,
anything.
so don't
Yeah.
bother for now.
No,
Okay.
we're not bothering that.
Okay.
That's going to be one of the later things we do.
Okay. Just asking,
Sorry,
you know.
my
just asking.
build is almost. I almost have all my stuff in.
No, you're good.
Nope.
I mean, I'm
No
learning.
problem.
I don't mind these downtimes because I can learn a lot.
We're throwing a lot at you right here.
Ye-
I'm surprised you're retaining
Keep
it all.
throwing stuff at him. Keep it entertaining him, so I can keep getting my stuff.
So, why would 6-linking this be expensive right now?
Because it's just not cheap to 6-link things.
Fusings are big
Or
money.
just buying 6-linked items this early in the league is big cash. And except for like those chess pieces and stuff are not as huge. But like a unique that a lot of people are using like that, 6-linked is going to be expensive.
I see.
Do you guys ever link yourselves? I usually buy.
I've linked myself quite a lot of times.
You do?
I even one-tapped it once. With
Takes
one
about
fusing.
an average of 1,000 fusing, but so it's kind of like a gamble because I could get lucky.
I swear, I've literally pressed it with one single fusing and gotten 6 links before.
Should we be telling him that? he's gonna burn 1,000, dude.
I'm serious.
My favorite item I've ever gotten was I did a void card, which can give you any unique in the game. I pulled out an Azir's Dit's Favor that was already 6-socketed, and I tapped it to 6-link and 10 things at the beginning of a league, and we called it a day.
Actually, Mike,
So
in
what-
your chat,
Uh-huh.
the guy Gazzy is an expert on your kind of area. He typed in your chat. He's like kind of an expert on the Spectre, the build you're kind of doing too.
Oh,
There's
nice.
all the So
Oh,
if he says anything, it's probably good to go. I've watched him many times.
who is it? 'Cause, yeah,
Gazzy, he does like all the Spectre builds and all that. Minion
Big
builds.
Pog.
He said,
Listen to that man.
he said you literally
Yeah,
took the
listen to-
most complex type of build for the game. Or,
Yeah, like I said, the build's easy to play, but it's like the setup is actually really
huh.
complicated.
I mean, the plus side of this though is I feel like I'm learning different things that I probably
You're in the deep end.
Yeah,
right now.
I'm learning things that I probably might not have learned with other builds. But I might not be learning how to play like some crazy APM, but I'm learning more of the core game, hopefully.
Yeah. I'm not as familiar with minion
So would
builds.
there ever be so you're saying like it takes a lot of fusing to 6-link, all that shit. Would there ever be a situation where you just buy another version of your unique and you just keep like maybe you're feeling lucky and so you buy another version of your unique and then you just go crazy to town on it and you fucking gamble on it while you use your own?
Yeah, that's what I usually do some leagues too.
Okay. Cool.
If you want to do it that way. Like,
Yeah.
It's you're risking it either way you put it, right? It's you could roll it like Jeremy said in one, or it could take 5,000. You know.
Got it.
Yeah, there's no guarantee
Okay.
unless you get there's a prophecy that guarantees it.
So right now, I could just humor myself and I can look at this femur's staff and I can go search for a 6-link just to see what it's like price-wise. Is that what I could do?
You can look it up.
And then you can compare it to how many fusings, right?
How
the
do
thing
you
would take.
on Path of Trade or whatever? How do I filter a 6-link as like where's that filter? I don't see it.
Okay, so yeah, obviously go to your filters, and then it's on the left side. Socket filters,
Okay.
and then where it says links and the min, just do 6.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Why is this one so much cheaper? Wait, what? How does it go?
Somebody could be trying
Huh?
to scam or price fix if there's one that's way cheaper than all the others.
There's one that's 220, one's 2.2x, another one's
Oh,
230.
that's the same
Huh?
price.
Oh, because it's 100 chaos versus.
Yeah,
I see. Okay, 100 chaos is 1 exalt, right?
Yeah, so it's like 2.2x,
I
2.4x
see.
for your 6-link.
That's pretty good, actually.
It's not bad.
Okay, so this is where gambling could be pretty fun. So I could buy a regular 1C staff,
Yeah, you absolutely can.
and I could just go, you know what? I'm feeling lucky. Click, 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 and I could have it.
Yeah. You could.
I'm not saying I want to do this, but what would be the best way to even attempt that? Would I want to buy, like, would I just buy any staff and just start hitting it? Or should I make sure it's specific, like, does it need to have any specific?
Well, you would buy the unique that you want, right?
Yeah.
And then you quality it, and then I guess you go to. I've never actually. I don't do the linking. I just buy it. So Jeremy's probably better at this.
I see.
But you just, from what I know, you quality it up and just go for it, right?
I see. And qualitying this would be 20 stones? Whetstones? Right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Well, because, like...
The waystones are super cheap.
Because, like, I'm wondering, like, for example, the staff, like, this is, 2.2 exalts, right? But it's such a low roll of minion damage. So wouldn't it be better to buy a high roll of minion damage and just start slamming it to try to get the 6th link?
Yeah, if you could buy a higher base one and you were actually going to slam, then yeah, I would buy the it's not linked, so it's going to be cheap, obviously, right? And just look for the higher stats and then slam it.
Yeah, because every single one of these is kind of on a lower end minion damage, but that's the only thing that can change on the staff. Huh. This is so interesting.
You gonna retain all this?
I think so. I think I'm doing. I think the only time I think the only time I don't retain it is if I have to ask a question like 4 times.
Yeah.
And I just can't wrap my head around it.
Not even watching, like you got the hang of it. Like you just when you're lowering stats and all that, looking for items, like you got the gist of it.
I'm curious. How do you look up minion damage? I want to know how much an 80. Yeah, see, it's only 1C. So yeah, if you wanted to go this route where you really wanted an 80 minion damage femurs and you wanted to hit it a whole bunch, you just buy it for 1C and just start fucking slapping it and hoping for the best. That sounds really fun.
Quality and hope for the best, yeah. You gotta remember though, the price. You gotta check out the price of fusings though too.
Yeah.
That's a big influence on just how much.
I'm not saying I want to do it, but I'm just thinking. So,
yeah.
So another question. So there's this one that has 6 sockets, but they're not linked together. Is that one cheaper? Or sorry, is that one? Yeah, is that one cheaper to link than one?
Yeah.
That has only 3.
You don't have to roll jewelers because you don't have to use jewelers.
I see.
Yeah. If you buy that, for example, that 2 socket one, you got a jeweler, i.e., spending more money first, right?
So yeah, if you buy the one for 10C with 2 sockets, you got to spend enough to hope to get 6 first. Then once you get 6, then you have to hope for a 6 link with your fuses, right?
Right. It's much easier to 6 socket than 6 link.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, sometimes you actually get fucked.
You get screwed.
Spend all your jewelry.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
That's so fucking cool.
So if you're gonna gamble, I'd buy 6 link, stats you want, quality, then fuse.
That's cool.
Yeah.
6 socket, yeah.
6 socket, not 6 link. Yeah. And then there's a prophecy that 6 links anything for you.
This one's quality 20. What the fuck? I mean, that doesn't really matter.
The quality is super cheap.
Quality doesn't matter, right?
And no, it matters for the % chance of getting the links and stuff. And it actually gives you base damage. Like, quality does matter, yes.
So this guy is putting up this staff for somebody to buy it in order. He already qualied it because he knows somebody's going to try to link this all together, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of why this guy qualied it. Oh my god.
Well, I mean, he might have been using it as a 4 link before because to get it to 20 quality with the blacksmith waystones or whatever, those things are dirt fucking cheap. So you could 20 quality really anything. The reason why I didn't tell you to 20 quality those gloves earlier is because you're gonna replace those any day, and it was a
Oh.
4-link, not a 6-link. The percent chance on linking doesn't matter on a 4-link.
So he was, so he could have been trying himself to 6-link it to maybe make more money.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he failed. He ran out.
And he got pissed, quit the game.
Yeah. That is so fucking cool. That seems very tempting. That's something I would do. I would definitely buy this to try to link it all together.
I've done it several times. It's pretty fun. But it's also frustrating if you fuck up.
Yeah, it sounds really fun.
You could buy the staff you want to,
Cool.
not linked, and then buy a faded connection. If you search that up, it's a prophecy.
They're probably super expensive right now.
Yeah, I'm just curious what they are, though, actually.
That's so cool. There's so many cool things, so many different avenues and ways to get what you want. Well, kind of. I guess 2.
I mean, you either find it. I mean, like, yeah, in terms of like getting expensive items, either find it or buy it, or like you can use div cards, or you could even use a div card, like he was just saying, like Lunar was just saying, to link your item to a 6-link. And it's not a div card; it's a prophecy.
Jeremy, look up the prophecy right now. Just
Yeah, it's like 8x.
No,
Yeah,
it's 1 mirror. There's only one available.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. That's neat.
I've had 6-links go for me on just a couple hundred fusing, few hundred. I've had them take 2,500. I mean, I know people who fucking sat there fusing for a whole fucking league.
I've never got a 6-link under 800. Ever.
I'd say my average is probably about 800 or like 700.
Yeah. It's all hearsay, right? Like, there's nothing. Well, it's not hearsay, but it's like I can't gamble that, dude. Especially at the beginning of a league. Like, I'm not gonna toss away 800 fusings day 2.
I mean, it sounds like I use the staff according to this build. I use the staff like always. So it's like my main weapon.
Yeah, man. Then,
so
I mean, honestly, getting your first 6-link is a rite of passage. I say you fucking link the bitch.
Your cluster jewel is also gonna give you a lot of damage.
Oh, true.
Like a ton. Like,
yeah.
I'm looking at that right now, and your damage
on the
is
left,
up a
right?
lot. Yeah, well, even like all of these nodes that he has in here are very I used these on like Primal Clutch Claws last season, and yeah, these are big nodes. Like, look at how much his damage shoots up when you select those. If you guys have it open.
How do you do that?
That clustered. So in POV, like, you just click on. Do you see it actually in your skill tree? It should be top left. So if you look at your total DPS, and then you hit Call to the Slaughter, for example, it'll highlight all of them. You can just see how much your DPS on the left-hand pane moves up. But when you have all of these selected, it's it goes up pretty. It's pretty nuts.
I don't see the DPS. Oh, average damage 168, and then it goes to 191.
Yep.
And then 209.
Exactly. Yeah. So exponentially, some of them.
And I'm 90. I'm almost 90 right now, so I would go from 168 average damage to 209.
That's a pretty fat increase, honestly.
Yeah, it's once I get that
15%.
Once I get that jewel.
Yeah, that jewel it has 3 big passives though, so I'm guessing that's expensive, right?
I don't even know how to search a jewel on the Path of Trade website because they're so confused with the parameters and stuff. I don't understand how to do it.
I can share my screen and go through.
It's in the very top filter, Mike, where it says type filters. Top left filter, item category, you choose the jewel.
Yeah, there is some like weird filters you got to add to it. I could show you, but I don't know if you want to go through that right now. It's going to take probably a few minutes.
I mean, sure. I mean, we're in for Patrick anyway. Yeah, I don't know how to search these jewels. I don't understand that. Every time I try to search for the Damnation Cut Large Cluster Jewel, I have no idea.
I'm going to share my my browser.
Okay.
So
what the heck? There's. I might have swapped too early. Smile.
Close my tab.
Smoil.
Okay. I'm looking.
I don't know if you can see. You can't see the POV, right? So you can only see my browser, right?
Your browser, yeah.
Yeah. Just trying to make sure I get all the ones. Okay, so you have
Oh, you're trying to search for a cluster jewel.
Yeah, so you have your cluster jewel here, right?
Uh-huh.
So the first thing you want to do is the added passive skills. See how it says 8? Usually the low added passive skills are good because that means you spend less skill points pathing to it. If that
You
makes
want
sense.
8.
Yeah. When you search for a large cluster jewel, you want 8, like Jeremy said, because it's less skill points to travel. If this was 11 and not 8, you would be spending 3 extra points to get to the node, right?
Passive points are so important.
Okay.
So valuable.
So that's
per point.
so when you're looking at a jewel, the most important thing is adds 8 passive.
Well, for a large jewel.
Well, that's a
Okay.
must-have for your large jewel that you're gonna have.
Yeah. So we start off by doing the big cluster nodes. So on the first wheel there, if you hover over your POV, you see Call the Slaughter, Feasting Fiends, and Renewal, the big passives.
Yeah.
Top left.
Yeah.
So the big wheel, right? Literally all you do for these ones are simple. You just do Feasting, which is there.
But apparently you go 12 on a minion build. Look at his POB.
Well, the POB is
himself.
8, not 12.
POB is 8. POB is 8.
Yeah, okay, Gazzy, you suck, noob. All right, keep going.
Actually, I'd listen to Gazzy, maybe it is
I'm just
12.
kidding. Obviously, the guy's like 800,000 hours.
Yeah, we should have him in here explaining it.
So why is the
yeah,
build 8, not 12?
He offered to. Oh, sorry, I've been so distracted making. He literally offered to come in here if you wanted to explain stuff.
And that
He
guy
would-
can explain way better
yeah.
than any of us can. Like
He
we're all,
would be
we're all
better-
absolutely brain dead.
I'd bring Gazzy in here, yeah, just... He's the guy to talk to for your type of build, Mike. But I can explain the cluster jewels for you still if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So in the parameters that you're searching, where you'd search like resist, you're actually searching the skills that you want on the side there, right?
The big passive.
The big-
Yeah. You don't really care about the small ones as much. You want the big ones.
Okay.
There, I have the 3 that are in your thing, correct?
Uh-huh.
Feasting. Okay, now the part that we're looking for, is like I explained before, the adds 8 passive. It's like a weird enchant mod. So you go adds, and you just do the number, and you scroll all the way down, and it's this one.
Fuck, okay. This is so confusing, okay.
And you set it to min because you want minimum 8, and you don't want any more than 8, right? So then you search that, and yeah, yeah. So basically what you're doing is you're picking your big passives, and you're choosing this thing right here. So the adds 8 passive skills, you would put there. And
What if you put 12? I'm curious.
So if I put 12, it's probably going to go, it's going to be cheaper because now you're going to have more, actually, yeah, not much, but there is one cheaper. And that's because you're going to take more passive points to get to the nodes. So you're going to spend 10 passive points to get all your nodes here. But on this one, you'd only spend 8.
So in what world is 12 better than 8 then? Sounds like a waste of skill. That sounds like a waste of skill points.
I think we need Gazzy in here to explain that. That's...
I mean, that should be an easy answer, no? That seems like an easy one to answer.
Jeremy,
because those extra passive points that you're putting in are more beneficial to you. Simple.
Like, there couldn't be, like, the small nodes can benefit you, but, like, I would rather put the nodes on a tree.
You want me to get the guy in here just explain it so you have, like, a real succinct answer?
But usually it's lower, from my experience. You want the lower passive skill. But that was just to show you how to search for it, right?
Yeah. That's all I wanted to know. I just wanted to know how you search for the cluster jewels in general.
Yeah, like it's the problem you guys were having was not adding that enchant at the bottom. You need to have the enchant thing to search for the number.
Sorry. You're trying to search. I could have answered that. I've just been all bucket. Yeah, you have to search cluster jewels in a specific way. You have to search by like their set type and then the enchant that you're looking for. It's weird. It's different than anything else you'd have to search for.
You can usually narrow it down, Mike, by typing your 3 big passives, but then you have a range of 8 to 12, obviously, right? You could have done what I just did, and just took out the passive skill number. Actually, Patrick, do you know that? I'm trying to think right now. Would there be any benefit to having 12, like a massive jewel with only 3?
Depends. Sorry, for how many passives there are.
Yeah. So if you had 3, like you have 3 bigger, passives.
Depends on what what you're getting for those passes as you're going if your build is required to have it. Like there'd be certain instances where having those 12 passives is better than 12 passes of anything else you could ever grab. So you just grab the 12 passes of a good type of passive. Like his he's going for is 10% minion damage, right?
True, yeah. If you had minion damage passives, yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Like, if your build is like super scaled off of just like minion damage,
Flat
like maybe
damage.
those minion damage passives are huge for you. I don't know.
Yeah, that could be big actually. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm just used to always going for the lower numbers because, you know, skill points.
Mm-hmm.
Feels good.
Ever since they came out, I always heard the 8 ones. The 8 ones are really good.
Yeah, or the small clusters with 2.
I think Mike checked out, dude.
He's like, what's going on, dude?
I'm just yeah.
He's on another planet right
Yeah, I'm just I'm trying to understand something, but I have no knowledge of like
I'm something with the cluster duel.
I'm still thinking about the cluster jewels. My brain is trying to think, why would 12 be better than 8? 8 is better than 12, and I'm just trying to think about it myself, and I'm getting nowhere because I don't have enough game information to know.
Can I get a guy in here that actually knows all
And
this?
suddenly, right when you have a breakthrough, it's a knock at the front door. It's a guy in a suit and says, "Sir, come with me." And they never talk to you again.
It's not a set in stone thing, right? So we're all trying to like.
Because we're all idiotly trying to explain this. Really invite a guy into this Discord, and he instantly explains it to you.
We're all 2K hour Andes in here.
Yes, no, Mike. I need your yes or no. You want this guy just to explain it?
Sure, yeah, I'm curious.
Or actually, can I even invite to this Discord?
I can, or yeah, if Mike can, I can.
Send me the link and I'll give it to him. I added him on Discord.
Here. I'm gonna put it in general. Actually, I'll send it to you in PM here. Can you send that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not set in stone, the cluster number, but yeah.
Here he is.
There he is.
I'm gonna explain it to you because we're all dumb.
Don't say that. Don't say that about yourself.
I'm actually pretty dumb.
Don't say that.
Yeah, I'm pretty dumb too. I'm just trying to get you through it.
Do you have a POB for it? Your build?
Yeah.
Could you send it to me? Hi, by the way.
Hello.
Hey, man.
Someone sent it to him?
I sent it to him.
Okay, cool.
Give me a sec.
You guys about to doctor up your build like you never fucking seen Mike.
About to school us.
Snip your ass up.
I'm just trying to understand,
nice.
you know?
Oh god. No, it's not that bad. Is this a build guide or is this what you've done yourself?
It's a build guide.
That would just make life complicated.
Sure is not
True.
mine. Okay. So the problem with large clusters, just to try to keep it as easy as possible to explain, minions are very limited in terms of what you can scale or how you can scale them, which puts them at a rather disadvantage when it comes to skill points. And due to the limitations, we have to be very careful with choosing which defensive nodes and which offensive nodes you take. The problems after a couple of leagues ago when they introduced these cluster jewels, we had a problem where the notables, the big nodes on the jewels, were extremely overpowered, and they've been nerfing them to the point where some of these nodes are literally cut in half since their original release. And because of this, the approach of using 12 passives with certain specific other modifiers that basically enhances the small passive nodes you get from them is in most cases better than going for the notable nodes, if that makes any sense.
But how does that answer the 8 versus 12 argument?
Because like those small nodes are more beneficial for you than the big notable nodes on the smaller jewel.
Well,
to put it this way,
okay, then simplify that even more. How? Like how does that like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The previous meta of cluster jewels was going 8 passives, and the purpose behind that was to minimize the amount of skill points required to reach the jewel slots.
Yeah.
Because with an 8 passive, you have one small notable, and then you have one small passive, as it's called, and then 2 notable nodes. and then the cluster jewels, and then another notable in the middle on the far end. There were ways to guarantee the mod we didn't want to be on the far end, allowing us to pick up 1 small passive and 2 actual notables that was attractive for the build, and then directly connect to the jewels. That's been the meta for a long time, but because of previous nerfs that has been happening, the skill points that we save from doing that, we're able to invest into other sources, ranging from different types of minion damage sources on the tree to just generically more jewel slots. But because of the nerfs of these notables, it has been less and less value to do so.
No, the notables are the big ones, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So
are you grabbing 12 to make more use of just the flat 10% increased minion damage rather than the big whatever?
For the most part.
Rather than like the fucking feasting fiends and renewal and all that bullshit.
Yeah, for the most part. It's there's a modifier, it's a prefix modifier. Have you been, you know what a prefix or a suffix is?
I've been learning, yeah.
Okay. Basically, there is a prefix modifier that increases the effect of all small passive modifiers. And if you don't have any notables, so the big nodes, that node on the jewel is instead a small one. So if you have a prefix modifier that increases the effect of the small nodes, that increases the effect of all 12, so to say, and the fewer notables, the more small passives, allowing you to get a 35% increase of each small node. And if each small node is giving you 10%, and due to decimal rounding, you get 13% from each minion damage node.
So the 8 versus 12 passive, right? When it's saying 12, does that mean you have to put 1 point into minion damage, 2 point into minion damage? Like, are you putting more than just 1 point? So you're actually getting a bigger buff.
Allocating passives.
So you're allocating more to damage rather than the notables in this side of the tree. Kind of. Okay.
It's basically going to cost you more passive points, which further limits how far off you can branch your skill tree, which minimizes, depending on how you min-max the build, it minimizes where you can go for most effective routing. And with 2 or even 3 cluster jewel setup, so to say, the tree is just going to look like you're starting off and getting the absolute most crucial nodes and then just hammering out to get the cluster nodes.
So, in short, a 12 cluster jewel is more damage than an 8 cluster jewel for your minions.
In short, yes.
Okay. And does that only apply when you were talking about that prefix, suffix, or whatever the heck that was? Was that only when that's going to apply, or even without whatever the heck that was? Because that kind of confused me.
Depends on which minions and depends on the build.
Woo! All right.
I mean, it's not going to be easy.
It's literally every build is like fucking like a whole different set of math, like a whole different set of interactions and items and shit. Like it's all different. It's fucked.
Like,
you got to go to school for this game. Jesus Christ.
I mean, Path of Exile is already complex as it is, and Summoners is literally the hardest thing to learn in this game.
Hey, but if I learn this, I should be able to learn everything else, right?
Yeah, that's actually it. That's literally it. Just don't play bow builds. Bow builds are for noobs.
Yeah, well, I like bow builds, man. Come on, they're kind of expensive though.
All right, get them out. Yeah.
Okay. So, what if I was to pick like, what if I had a 10 instead of an 8 or a 12? Is that bad, or is that still better than an 8?
Kind of depends on your investment. I mean, now we're talking about market situations. Which,
Yeah.
What you want to do with your currency, right?
Okay.
I mean, you're able to invest into a 12 passive, go for it, but then you have to think about the item level restrictions based on what you want to do with it for endgame.
I see. Okay.
How far have you gotten in learning crafting?
Not at all. Not at all.
He's used the bench about 1 time.
I don't know anything about crafting.
I told him earlier about how you can only have 3 suffixes and prefixes. He was very intrigued.
And for jewels, you can have only 2, yeah.
Yeah, for jewels, yeah.
I mean, would you want to learn the absolute basics, or?
And not before.
No, I think I'll learn it with time, you know. I don't want to overwhelm myself.
I think it's definitely bad to cram too much.
I'm learning. I feel like I'm learning at a good pace. If I try to speed it up, it might actually slow me down. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, totally. You're going with Dead Reckoning, or?
Yeah. Yeah. Patrick, are you ready? I want to kill some stuff. Take my anger out on those beasts.
Yeah, I was fitting my build together as I actually went to it slightly too early, but it's fine, dude. Doesn't have enough currency, dude. Who needs currency? Who needs to have a functional build?
Just gave him the 1 hour essential to PoE. Are you putting life tap in there, Mike? By the way.
I don't have a 6-link.
Oh right, you're the.
But you could have a 6-link, Mike.
No, I don't have. I have fucking 50 50 fusings. I'm not gonna get a fucking 6-link with 50 fusings. No way.
Can't you just buy another staff and then just put it on the side and just hit that on the side?
Yeah, no, I could. Okay, I could. So what I could do is, if I really want to use the staff 6-link, I just keep mine for now. I go buy an 80% minion damage, and I just keep trying to hit it. And as I slowly get them, I keep trying to hit it, and maybe if I'm lucky, I get it quickly. But if I don't, I'll get it later. Like, I could do that, yeah. Is it a good idea? I have no clue.
You got big ass balls. Is a pretty good idea to me, honestly.
Sounds kind of fun. It sounds kind of fun, actually.
I mean, I've done that with more expensive gear too. Like, I fucking bought like a thing that costs like
this
1x
early
to hit it on the side. Not this early, really, but.
I'm a bit confused right now. Why would you 6-link that weapon?
Why not? I mean, that's what the build said, isn't it? And I'm just going with the, you know, what I thought the build said. I wasn't even looking at it.
I think the 6-link is the Skelly mages and the fucking zombie guardian bullshit.
Oh, you want to move the skeletons in there, right?
I don't think so. I think 6-link both of those. Those are both 6-links, right? The skeleton mages with the zombie specters guardian.
Huh.
Or are you saying that like that staff sucks and you should get a better weapon to 6-link?
I think you might be talking about the plus the level on the.
Oh.
I mean.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. I need to. I need to put my skellies in there. Yeah.
The reason I had him do it like that was purely cost efficiency. Getting a 6-link staff of that staff was
too expensive.
We're gonna do it.
But yeah, I do want to put my skellies in there. Yeah, that's right. Sorry.
It was at the time. It was just cheaper
because of the +2 socketed bullshit. Yeah. Do you think there's something better than this as a weapon?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay.
I mean, as an initial start, I think it's great. I think Femur of the Saints is a great option when you're starting off. But I mean, I think my problem is mostly about the build, because I mean, the skeletons have. If you do mage skeletons, they suck at bossing, whereas their clearing is okay, but a bit clunky playstyle. And if you take melee skeletons, well, they suck at clearing. And the solution to both aspects is to use specters for actual damage, not for charge generation. Charge generation you then sort through a shield, either through Victorious Charity, which is a unique shield, or you utilize the Necromantic Cage's Keystone. And then we're going to talk about a long list of mechanics you're going to have used to make that work, but it's really insane in comparison to the approach that I'm seeing right now. And that allows you to do a one-handed weapon, which allows to scale your damage further, as well as automate your offering ability, which I'm assuming. Where is your offering?
It's in the brand, right?
There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Now, so you can automate that, so you never need to cast anything.
Yeah. Basically, this build was a simple build for me as a new player to PoE to try to just learn, really. It wasn't overly complicated, pretty straightforward. Turns out it was a little complicated. Like, you're making it sound super complicated now, but still, if I was to still follow this exact build, all the items, everything, I don't think it's that hard. You're saying there's probably a better way, and there probably is, but I'm just following this one because it's simple-ish.
I think you should follow it. It's better to just stick to it. as you've already started it, then just stick to it and use that character and the time you have with it. You can obviously optimize minor things within it, but without making drastic changes, right? And then as you get more information you learn, you can then take the next steps of learning basic crafting and modifiers and the exact mechanics and behavior of certain minion stuffs, which is rather crucial for minion builds.
Yeah.
Then you can utilize that information for your next character.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think I'm just brutally honest. I'm never gonna be at a point in this game where I'm not following a build. There's just no way. I will never, ever, ever have enough time and experience to build my own build. It won't happen.
No, I've been playing for a long time, and I build off of builds all the time. But you will definitely get to a point where you're gonna start like making little changes that you like, or like whenever you don't have access to certain items, like you'll make little changes here and there, and like that's kind of part of the fun, is like building off a build but still making it your own at the same time.
Yeah, you won't think you will, but you will down the road if you continue playing.
I see. Okay. I mean, there's like little things that you probably could notice, right? Like maybe if like you're not taking, like this is a basic example, but if you're not taking that much physical damage and you feel like your survivability is pretty good, you could probably swap your
right. You
could swap like, for example, this fucking golem, this chaos golem. You could swap this golem to another golem or some shit.
I'm ready.
There's probably little things like that you can do, but I don't have enough experience, so I'm just following this thing fucking one for one.
Or maybe you like a certain item better, you know what I mean? Like you just love these boots because they give you shit that you're used to having.
Mm-hmm.
You just like to run them in your builds whenever you can, try to fit it in.
Yeah.
Minion builds are the most open builds in the game, which allows for most tweaking for personal preferences.
That's cool.
Honestly, I mean, building your own build from the start, like I'm sure is fun and all, but I think following build guides is really fun. Like not like to the T, like noob starter guide, but like checking out what somebody else put together. Like it's like taking a fucking tour of their house. Like you're fucking checking out what all the shit they fucking set up and put painstakingly made the build, tested it all out. Like.
Yeah, right now my skill tree is a little weird because it's like I have so many random like life nodes just because I can't get this large jewel, the cluster or whatever. So I just put life in random spots, spiritual aid or quick recovery, whatever the fuck this thing's called. I think I have spiritual aid as well. Where is that? I think I put that somewhere.
Wait, Gazzy, what would you actually prioritize for damage right now in that current build?
You talking to us or Gazzy?
Gazzy, I just want to see if it was like, I'm pretty sure it's the cluster jewel, but I was just taking a look at it.
He's gone, dude. He left. He's out of here.
No, I'm here.
he's
You gotta
out.
give him time to, you gotta give him time to read it. Yeah.
I'm digging through the POB.
I guess we're just trying to look for what to upgrade him next, for like, it's not gonna be ridiculous like the diadem, I guess, is like 2 extra now. It's kind of like how to keep him progressing, I guess, right?
Patrick, you ready?
Yeah. My build, I don't know. It's good.
I like Peter Griffin, dude.
my build's in a weird spot right now, let me tell you. But we'll see.
You completely changed it or what?
Oh yeah. We went to the ice version of it.
Oh no. I mean, yes, but no, my frames.
I need you to also trade me that jewel you got for me.
Oh yeah, I forgot to drop it. You by me. I'm curious what sword and fucking shield or whatever the heck he'd swap to.
And now it's peaking your interest.
Yeah, now
right?
I'm just like, huh, like what? What? Like, what is better than this? That staff is nothing. Like it was like dirt cheap.
It might have to do with like your whole build swapping. And
Yeah,
shit, depending on what
probably.
Your staff. I don't know what that staff does, honestly.
Minion damage.
Do you have
and
any
the
cluster jewel right now?
I just have the Dead Reckoning. That's it. My other jewel is just a basic one that does nothing. Minion survivability or something. I just found it. So no, I only have Dead Reckoning as my main.
What map tiers are you running at the moment?
We're jumping between 8 and 12.
8 and 12 at level 90.
Is that bad?
Hey, look, he's got a big ass dick.
Is that bad? Are we fucking up? I'm level 87 though.
No. It's good for our first character.
I mean, this game's not hard.
Kinda
You
need,
just fucking click a couple buttons, you know what I'm saying? That's it.
I would assume you're having issues with your skeletons dying on the higher tier. I'm guessing you're on Awakener level 2 or 3 or something, I guess.
Oh, a what now? Awakener what now?
We're on 2.
If you open up the Atlas, you'll see the number in the middle. It's
yeah, I'm
the
just.
stones you have.
It's all him. It's all his Atlas, not mine. I haven't done any of mine.
We've been trying to limit what he's learning, so I'm doing all the mapping stuff for us.
Yeah, I haven't done mapping myself.
Okay.
Yeah. I unfortunately know nothing about the Atlas.
I would assume that your skeletons are dying quite frequently on the harder bosses, I guess.
No, not really.
They've been staying alive.
The only time
like
they die,
versus Drox and stuff like that.
The only time they die is in the new Trial Master bullshit. When it's like 4 layers deep and there's miasma and all that shit everywhere, that's when they die. But they don't die that frequently. It's still pretty easy to upkeep them. So like I said, I press one button. So what's pressing a skelly button, you know?
Yeah, no, exactly. One of the most important things towards the tiers you're progressing to is to make sure that you have damage uptime, which also means you have minions that are actually generating threat and also, blocking physically straight projectiles. So outside of the actual large cluster, you really need to make sure you get a Blessed Rebirth. That's the medium cluster notable that makes them immune to damage, with the word recently, which refers to the past 4 seconds.
Medium. What's it called?
It's a medium-sized cluster jewel. The notable, or the node itself as a modifier on that jewel is called Blessed Rebirth.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'll be honest, I don't know what that is at all.